Before I start this review, I wanted to introduce BenQ's new Screenbar E reading lamp. This is a really cool light that clips to the top of your monitor and illuminates your entire desk without leaving any glare on your screen thanks to its asymmetrical optical design. It's USB powered and has different mood temperatures as well as a manual and auto dimmer to suit your brightness preference. This is honestly one of the coolest lights I've seen on the market, and it can make your gaming setup look really nice in the dark. If you're interested in this lamp, you can find out more by clicking on the Amazon affiliate link down below. So this is the new BenQ EX3203R 32-inch 1440p 144Hz HDR curved FreeSync monitor. Yes, it does have a lot of subtitles because it basically packs in everything you need to enjoy your gaming to its max. Not only that, but the colors on this thing are absolutely phenomenal, but I'll get into that later in the video. At the time of making this video, you can find this monitor going for around $540 USD on Amazon, so if you want to check it out, you can find it by using my Amazon affiliate link down in the description. With that out of the way, let's jump into the specs. It has a 32-inch VA panel with 400 nits of brightness, and from my experience, the screen is very bright. It seems like it has more than 400 nits sometimes with how bright the whites are. It has a 3000:1 contrast ratio, which makes its blacks very deep, and it has a 178-degree viewing angle. It also has a 4 millisecond response time with a 144Hz refresh rate. It is a 8-bit monitor with a color gamut of 90% DCI-P3, and here's a chart to show you what colors fall inside that spectrum. The curvature of this monitor is 1800R, and this is my first curved display, to be honest, and I have to say I'm never going to go back to flat panels after using this monitor. The curve really immerses you and it just gives you way better viewing angles. It does include a headphone jack on the back, and of course it's VESA mount compatible and includes HDCP 2.2. Just like most BenQ displays, it does include flicker-free technology and other eye care features, which I'll go over later in the video. FreeSync 2 is finally appearing in gaming monitors, which is an enhanced version of the original FreeSync that includes HDR support. And speaking of HDR, this monitor does include VESA certified HDR 400, which is definitely not the best, but it's definitely not the worst either. A lot of monitors claim to have HDR, but don't even have the spec requirements to reach a certified level. So this being VESA certified and only going for $540 is actually pretty impressive. I'm not a fan of HDR with monitors, but this is the best looking HDR I've seen on the cheaper models. Looking at the back, it does include 2 HDMI 2.0 ports, so both support up to 4K at 60Hz. There's also 1 display port as well as USB Type-C support and 2 USB 3.1 ports. This is now my main gaming monitor, and there's a reason for that. I was actually blown away when I first received this monitor because of how accurate and vibrant the colors were, especially for only being an 8-bit monitor with no QLED technology. I'm probably one of the most pickiest consumers when it comes to displays, and with this one I really don't have anything negative to say about it. Gaming is absolutely flawless on it, and this is by far the best FreeSync I've ever used. I've yet to see one tear or stutter, and the FreeSync range is between 48 and 144 FPS. And playing at its native resolution, I haven't noticed any ghosting even playing fast-paced games like Apex and Rocket League. Even being a 4 millisecond panel, it feels like there's zero input lag. This monitor isn't just great for gaming though, I've also really enjoyed using it to work and edit on as well as watch movies. It's just one of those monitors that's really good all around for whatever you need to use it for. It has a really simplistic menu system with buttons on the bottom right side of the monitor to navigate with. Here you can change a good amount of display settings, including turning HDR and FreeSync on, as well as activating the Brightness Intelligent Plus technology. This can adjust your display settings and brightness by detecting ambient brightness and color temperature. This can really help with eye comfort if you're viewing in a dark environment. This combined with the flicker-free technology eliminates the chance of receiving any eye fatigue, even when viewing for long periods of time. This is the first monitor I've seen where it comes with a stand that's already attached out of the box, so there's no hassle having to connect the panel to the stand. It can be adjusted by raising or lowering it, and it can also be tilted. Unfortunately though, it cannot swivel. And as always, I've tested the light bleed for you guys, and I was actually really impressed. BenQ did a really good job with this model eliminating light bleed, especially for being a curved display. This is a pure black image in a well-lit room, and this is how the bleed looks when it's dark. The camera I'm using doesn't fully represent what this looks like in person, but trust me when I say it's not nearly as cloudy as it looks in the video. It's actually very acceptable and far less noticeable in person, so I apologize for how bad this looks in the video. So to conclude, BenQ has really stepped it up with this monitor. I've never been too fond of BenQ's color on their displays, but this monitor is a whole other story. I can't even imagine how good this would have looked if it were a 10-bit display, but regardless, the colors are still phenomenal. I also love the modern design they went with this model, and the bezels are the thinnest I've ever seen on a gaming monitor. BenQ specifically designed this display to be compatible with the surround setup. So if you're in the market for a new gaming monitor or a new editing monitor, I highly recommend this one, especially right now for how much the price has dropped from its original MSRP. And like I said, if you're interested in this monitor, feel free to use my Amazon affiliate link down in the description. But that's going to do it for this video. If you have any questions regarding the monitor, about things I might have missed, feel free to ask me in the comment section below, and I'll try my best to answer as many as I can. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, a thumbs down, and make sure to subscribe for more monitor reviews and other things gaming. And other than that, I'll catch you guys in the next video.